fucking siren.
Hello?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you fucking me right now?
I don't think it's picking up on the mic.
It's noise canceling it. It's amazing.
I mean, listen to that shit. Okay, I think we're good. Patrick, do you want to introduce what this is?
All right, guys, we're talking about The Apparition from 1968. Okay, this is the movie Graveyard. Your one and only place to go to hear us talk about. It's bang my fucking knee on the table.
And we're gonna pick that up.
Anyway, where was I? Gabagool.
You ever get mad? You ever get angry? You ever get...
Are you mad? Or do you feel blamed? Are you have to go?
I love the part where they're like, do I ask you like what his skills are or something? or like, does he feel charismatic? And he gets up and starts dancing.
Anyway,
we're not talking about Charles Manson.
The movie Graveyard. We just watch shitty movies and then talk about them after we watch it. What are you doing? You're going to have to erase that.
No, there is one member of this group that, despite everything, always talks the quietest.
I'm going to be the loudest on this, most likely. Oh, it doesn't look the loudest.
Why do you think you're going to be the loudest?
He just peaked it when he said that.
No, he fucking didn't.
Today, we promised this in the first
slam
one.
your elbows.
We promised watching this in the first episode, but then Josh didn't show up for the next one, so instead we watched freaking Shark in Paris. American Shark in Paris.
Boogaloo.
Yeah. But now we're watching The Gallows, and we also watched The Gallows 2, so today is our first ever double feature, motherfuckers.
Wait, are we doing both of the movies in one episode?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's Gallows 1 and 2, why not? Right?
Okay. Well, I just thought we would... Okay.
Well, you wanted to...
Well, I mean, do we... Yeah, because I don't know how much we're going to have to say about both. But whatever, we'll just do them together. Who gives a shit? It's The Gallows.
Here, if you want to make two videos, just take the same intro and just like cut it and put it in the second one.
I'll speed it up though.
But like, make me say Gallows 2 for that one instead of Gallows 1. Anyway, we're gonna talk about The Gallows 1 right now.
Josh, what did you think about it? Because me and Patrick have seen this movie before, and you saw it before.
Which
right?
one?
Gallows 1?
I've already seen it.
Okay,
yeah.
so that's right. You haven't seen Gallows 2, but you've seen Gallows 1.
Yes.
So how did you feel about your second viewing?
It was somehow worse than the first viewing, but it was probably because I cared less. Movie's boring. That's pretty much my review. There's not much to say about it. It's a very straightforward found footage movie.
Yeah, we were like just basically talking through the whole thing.
Yeah, and it was more entertaining.
Yeah. We even missed the one scare that we had the first time with her face looking scary.
What do you mean?
Yeah. When she's
well,
like,
did you see it?
Yeah, when she she's like looking into the
the.
camera and she's like, I got strangled, and then she gets like pulled away.
No, I thought it's when Piefer goes like she holds up the camera in a weird way.
Yeah, because I remember that scared me.
Yeah, because I thought she was like a zombie.
Yeah, it was like a shot that wasn't supposed to scare the viewer, and it was the only
What's
thing
that?
that scared me.
It's the skin of a spider.
Oh,
There's
nice.
a like spider exoskeleton hanging above the door.
Yeah, because me and Mallory don't kill spiders. We let them live here
And clean up
So
their
you-
little corpse.
Yeah, they
Where'd
live.
the rest of it
They
go?
he's probably fucking hiding over there.
It's a pretty
Probably
nicely sized
getting
spider.
yeah, it's probably getting good eats.
I wanna
Anyway,
touch it.
I think the thing with this movie, especially when it came out, is it was like the director was so young. I can't remember if he was like straight up 18 or younger, but he's like a little guy.
Are they both young or just the
No,
one?
just
Okay.
the one. And so that was like a big thing. I didn't know about the whole Charlie challenge bullshit. I didn't know people were actually doing that. Was that a thing people actually did?
It was a thing. I remember it,
Not in the first one.
but it started with the first one.
Oh,
But
did
people
fucking-
did it?
yeah,
in
it
real
was
life?
the Charlie challenge.
You saw people do this?
I've seen multiple videos of it, and it was really stupid because literally somebody just has to like softly blow at the pencil and it moves, and they're like, "Oh!"
So basically, the Charlie challenge is you take two pencils, right?
Yeah, and you have like it's like Foursquare with pencils in the middle, and it's like yes, no, alternating between the four squares. And then you like ask a question, and Charlie moves the pencil to point at the answer.
Why would he care?
I don't fucking know.
That's just so stupid because, like, with a Ouija board, right, you summon a ghost. But with the Charlie challenge, you ask Charlie a stupid
But
fucking
that's
question.
the thing. I had no idea it had anything to do with the gallows until it was pointed out to me somehow.
That's fucking stupid.
Well, and I would also add, it's trying to kind of or it's not doing a slasher thing, but it's like slasher-esque. But I think in terms of creating like a monster,
It's supposed to be a slasher.
It's a really shitty slasher.
Yes, that's one of the trivia points I have, I think.
It's a hanger.
Yeah.
Like when your poop doesn't come out.
It's like wiggle around.
Sorry, Josh, what's something to say?
Fuck, I forgot it.
He said it.
Damn.
You're talking about the slasher, but it had like a...
Oh, yeah, that's the last thing I would add, is it tried to add so much to this character in terms of lore, but it didn't do it, it just says it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this character's here, he's Charlie. It's like, why? Why the fuck did he come back? I feel like, you never want to explain exactly why someone's coming back. Maybe they did.
No. I will say I believe they do explain it because the reason he comes back is because he died to a mistake that shouldn't have killed him. It should have killed the other kid's dad.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, because the other kid's dad called out sick or something, so Charlie had to fill in for him. And then for the opening premise of this thing is basically there's a stage with a gallows and a kid is in a noose that somehow functions like a normal noose. And the noose thing goes out and he gets hung. And originally another kid was supposed to play that character. So Charlie's ghost comes back because he's upset that the other kid didn't die. Or maybe his girlfriend did some magic to have him come back.
Did the dad die, though? Or is he still
No,
alive?
his kid got killed. The dad lived.
So the dad who replaced Charlie
Yeah, lives.
is... What the fuck?
The Charlie replaced the dad.
Yes.
So the dad lives, then the girlfriend of Charlie and Charlie's daughter.
But I mean, at the end of the first movie,
Yeah, lives.
what the fuck?
Yeah, they didn't get revenge. Instead, they just killed his kid.
I didn't even think about that.
Which is weird because then like Charlie is seen at the house later. So like, was he able to like go between the house and the school, or could he go anywhere? Why doesn't he just go to that guy's house and kill him?
Probably. Like, who knows what he was doing between the two movies, right? Like,
Yeah.
probably like hanging out at 7-Eleven.
I think they should have put something that's like the dad died as well, because the dad got away scot-free, except his kid died, I guess. But yeah.
Well, one more thing I would add, it might be in your trivia, it probably is, but I believe the first scene in the movie, with all the like parents and stuff, they actually shot it where they were like, oh, look, he's fucking hanging.
Yeah.
And they like hung the kid in front of all these people to try and like make the panic look real.
Yeah, so what they did was they did like 20, they were like, oh hey, okay, we're gonna count down, and at that moment freak out kind of thing. And then they're like, okay, it won't be this take, and then they randomly did it to try to get like a natural reaction. But it's a found footage camera angle from someone in the audience, so it doesn't fucking matter because you see no one's face. People
Wait, but they're all actors?
I'm pretty sure
Oh,
most
then
of
who the fuck cares?
no, I'm pretty no. They're not actors. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure
Get the
they're
fuck
like.
out of your notes.
I'm pretty sure they're like the parents of the kids in the movies.
But they knew that the guy was going to get hung at some point.
Yes.
They just did it at a different point, and they didn't say when.
Yes.
That's not that cool.
It's not, because literally, like I said, there's no emotional reaction. It's just people get out of their chairs and run to the stage. Where all you had to do is be like, "Hey, actors, when he starts hanging, get up." I think they wanted people to scream, but people can just scream. I don't know. There's no jarring reaction because it's just.
Yeah, you know what a better reaction is?
Oh, wait,
A
maybe
better
they-
piece of
Fine. They
trivia
reacted
is?
fine. It just isn't unique. It's fine.
Maybe they didn't tell the actors in that scene that he was going to get hung.
That's what I thought it was.
I could have sworn they told him that he was going to get hung.
I
What
thought
the fuck did they think was going to happen?
I thought I had seen a video so long ago where they were saying like, "Oh man, this first scene is so crazy because we did this," and I was like, "I mean, but actors will do
Oh.
the same shit."
Okay, so maybe they didn't know it was supposed to open. This kid was going to get hung, so that's why they reacted the way, because maybe they thought he was actually
Well,
dying.
they actually killed him.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
they hung the actor.
Yeah.
They-
Let-
Good fucking riddance.
Yeah.
Man,
I hate that guy.
if only it was ugly fence kid.
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my review of
Well, they actually hung him from
Movie.
the fence. Though.
What would you give it? Like 1 out of 10?
1 out of 10.
Because I'm gonna like eventually put all these scores together.
Usually so the way I like to review movies is, well, now trying to kind of think from an audience perspective that it's made for,
Mhm.
which would be a horror audience. And then I would also probably say normally I would be like, oh, well, he's 18. It's like his first movie, but I believe it was fully funded and it did go to theaters. I'm pretty sure.
Yes. No. Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
so
they were
not
both
much
in
props
theaters.
there because the movie still is pretty shitty. It's very boring. The kills are weak. 3 out of 10.
That sounds
I
about
think.
right.
Yeah.
All right, Patrick. What do you think about the Gallows with your second
I
time
thought
watching?
The Gallows was really funny to watch, honestly. But that's just because of all the funny things we were saying.
Yeah, because we
making
talked
it
about
entertaining. Yeah, High School is better than the Gallows. What can I say that Josh hasn't said?
What
oh
can
yeah,
you
there was
say?
the funny ass scene where he was just like slowly creeping into view.
Oh,
It was like
yeah,
floating.
classic.
Yeah, really classic scene. And she's just like sitting there for what felt like 30 seconds before he even started showing up.
Well, because it's so fucking dark that you can't tell if he's moving or not, and it's just like a still
Yeah.
shot of her.
It just shows her just like sitting there breathing really heavily. Bitch, work out more.
Do some cardio.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Anyway, she's sitting there for like 30 seconds. He finally shows up. It's not even a jump scare because it slowly creeps into view. So the audience would be like, oh, look, there he is.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Oh my God.
No, we're good.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, no, we're good.
What does even I can't even see the screen. What were you doing?
Nothing. I was doing it. I wanted to make sure that mic was the one that was picking up audio.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, that was a pretty funny scene.
All right.
I also liked when they were like, where the fuck were they? Were they like up somewhere, like in the walls?
Yeah, it's like the rafters.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
rafters on the walls.
so then they were like running into their friends' feet.
Yeah.
Hanging.
Well, because that fucking annoying character was Hun, and then the girl was Hun next to him, but just her feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one shoe off and one shoe on. Little,
Yeah.
little dumpling, my son John.
What?
You never heard that?
No.
Sounds like some Gallows shit.
Hell
they-
yeah. I'm the Gallow.
Oh yeah, brother.
I'm the Gallow Walker, Wesley Snipes.
Oh,
You have to watch that for this?
shit, we
Write
do.
it down. It's a really interesting movie because for the longest time we
It's
didn't
called the
know.
Gallows Walker.
Yeah, the
Gallow
Gallow
Walkers.
Walkers, but we didn't know if it was zombies or vampires for the longest time.
Is it both?
I can't remember.
I don't know. I will say, I don't think they fucking explain it. But one guy does skin people and take their skin. So, I don't know, like pelters.
Yeah.
They're pelters.
Yeah, like from Pelt.
Your favorite movies.
What's that? Fuck. What's that? Oh, it's a movie where they're like on an island and it's all like fish people, and they're like taking the people's skins.
Dagon?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love this movie. I watched that for Halloween. It was I fucking love that movie. I'm pretty sure they're taking people's skin.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
Honestly, we were too
This is genuinely
distracted
in
for
it.
most of the movie, but it's really bad. Because, like Josh said, it was boring. Like, barely
Yeah.
anything happens for the first half of the movie, and then
It
when
is very
stuff
boring.
does happen, it's still like shit isn't happening.
Yes.
Because, like, the one guy, Ryan, gets taken away. Not our Ryan, by the way. Our Ryan is still alive. Okay, his
It's
legs
just as awkward that he's not here. But
Don't
but
worry about that.
yeah, he's
He'll
fine.
be here next episode.
We
swear.
promise.
We promise.
we won't have someone
Fans are holding out for Ryan.
Yeah, they stopped listening to
dicks out
us.
for Ryan.
Because Ryan gets dragged away, and then we suddenly see footage from Ryan's point of view. His legs all broken,
Oh,
but he's
yeah,
like
'cause he
sitting
fell.
there like for God knows how fucking long before finally Charlie puts him out of his misery.
He was just
Um,
helping him out.
Yeah,
Good
helping
guy
him
Charlie.
roll out, hanging him up.
He was mad. He had to dry him.
I just don't know. They all died by hanging. Like, how many times can you hang somebody before it gets boring?
Well, in a lot of the jump scares, especially in the second one, which we'll talk about, they tend to just be like his face, like rah, like jumps.
Yeah.
out.
Because there's the
Five
part in the
times.
first one where they're going up the ladder and his face
Yeah.
is just like attacking them. And then the camera goes out and then they look down again. He's like, "Ugh." It's just his face. You know, he's supposed to like rival Jason.
What the fuck?
Like,
is
what
he,
way?
like they tried to create a Jason Voorhees character.
Oh, so
They
they
did
were
a
trying to
bad
make him
job.
like super iconic.
Yeah, they wanted to make it iconic
Ooh,
Hangman.
You know what? Sorry, this
No,
is
no,
a bit
you're-
of a sidetrack. I
I
apologize.
don't care. Anything's better than this
We're only
movie.
15 minutes in.
I always thought it'd be interesting to do a slasher, but in a different time period. So the same exact slasher elements that you would have in like
yeah.
the old school ones, but you just put it in like medieval times.
That'd
So
be
it's-
fucking cool.
Yeah, so it's like all these fucking like medieval peasants, like,
Yeah.
oh, just living their lives. And there's like a fucking the gallows guy, like, I'm gonna kill you guys.
That'd be fucking cool. I mean, it'd be kind of hard. Oh no, I guess it wouldn't. No, it would be kind of hard to make because like we would have to have a medieval setting, but like,
Let's go at it like the Renaissance Fair or something.
there is a place called Camlin in Carnation Duval area, and it's a
Mm.
Renaissance town. I wonder if we could film there and
Or,
just
like,
get.
ask permission. If they
Yeah.
have us pay for it, kill them.
Do they have turkey legs?
I'm pretty sure they do.
always have
No,
turkey legs. If they don't have turkey legs at a Renaissance
I
Fair,
don't think they do actually because they.
You can't make this movie if it doesn't have them.
Sorry,
Just-
I'll
just
check.
have like 5 minutes of somebody just devouring an entire giant.
Dude,
turkey
5
leg.
minutes. It'll take like 10.
No, if it's me, it's
Yeah,
5
it's like
minutes.
it's a grotesque, like 10-minute long
There's-
scene of Patrick eating an entire turkey leg.
I would love to make
from
more
different
movies where
angles.
Patrick just eats at like the end of the movie.
We
Like
still got to do the Taco Bell.
we do have to do the Taco Bell one.
Like, we don't even have to have it be during like the same time as filming the rest of it.
Yeah.
Just randomly go out and get Taco Bell and just film me just completely deep throating
And then you have to
it.
wear different clothes for the next thing because then it's like not even content. It's not even continuity.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that'd be funny. You just
But honestly, I'd probably give it a 4. Just because
damn. Take
no,
that,
because
Josh.
I'm thinking about like
I was between a
like
3 and a 4.
Monsters in the Woods, you know, movies like that I know are actually completely. What are you looking for?
looking for my phone. I need a calculator.
No, losing all your shit.
Oh, it's right here. Well, no one's helping me.
Anyway, it's just because I know that we have even worse movies than this, so I don't want to rate it too low.
That
Because
is
there are
true.
movies that are abysmal that we're gonna watch with Josh. I'm sorry, Josh. Monsters in the Woods is in your future.
I think that is something I'm gonna do at like.
Even because of the gallows.
Yeah.
I think that's something I'm gonna do for the end of these episodes. There are movies that we've talked about, and put their scores. Like I'll add all our scores together, and get like the average or whatever.
Mhm.
Because like I am curious to see like what our average score for like certain movies are. So you give it a 3, you give it a 4.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's something else I want to mention. Oh, I'm tired of these fucking horror movies because we were talking about the first time we watched this how we hated like every character. So when
Yeah.
they died, we didn't care.
Yeah.
Because the first guy, Ryan, not our Ryan, the Ryan in the movie.
Because our Ryan is still alive. We swear
Yeah,
to
still
God. we
alive in New
promise.
Jersey. So he says. But the first guy, the guy who's like basically the main character for a part of it until he dies, he's so fucking annoying. And he's a piece of shit. He's
Yeah,
just a
he
giant piece of
is.
shit. And I'm like, and then they tried to, because they introduced the shit guy, they introduced his shit girlfriend, and then they introduced Reese, who's supposed to be like the nice guy, and then him and Piefer are kind of like the nerd likers, and they're like, oh, these two have crushes on each other, and like, you're supposed to like Reese, but his best friend is the worst fucking human on the planet. So it's like, well, by approximation, Reese probably fucking sucks. So then when Reese fucking dies, I don't care, because I'm like, that guy probably seemed like a dick, and then Piefer's a fucking killer, so fuck her. Also, she lives. But fuck Ryan. And fuck whatever his girlfriend's name is. I don't
Okay,
remember.
but not, don't fuck our Ryan.
No,
though. We're
fuck
talking
him
about
too.
movies.
He's not here. No, I'm kidding. Ooh, he's probably getting gallowed.
Damn, I thought you were gonna say pegged.
No, that too. But I don't want to talk about that. We're talking about the gallows, not
I
the
want to
peggers.
talk about
Okay. But yeah, I'm just tired of these horror movies.
it. Pegs out for Ryan.
Look, what is it? Is it hogs out for Ryan? Is it it's unfriended, right? That all the kids
I was
fucking
going to
suck.
bring up
Yeah,
Unfriended.
I'm-
Unfriended is a beautiful example.
I'm fucking tired of that. Like I want in most horror movies, there's like I feel like there should be someone that you're rooting for to get out or to make it. Unfriended is the biggest example of all those fucking kids had it coming.
They take it to another level. I've never seen a horror movie where I was cheering for the villain.
fucking hard.
Yeah, I
where
was
they're
like,
like,
kill them.
like they're every single one of them. You're like, wow, they all fucking suck because then it tells you like
They're horrible.
like what each one of them did, and they die in order of who did it worse. And it's like, what the fuck?
But they also take it in that specific movie, not to talk about Unfriended, but they take it to such an extreme that's beyond like, oh, this is bullying.
Yeah,
It's like wow, these people like were trying to kill their friend.
Yeah, they wanted
had
her to, like-
hundreds of accounts that they made
Jesus
to
Christ.
make it look like hundreds of people were making fun of this kid because
Yeah.
she shit herself.
God, and even like, the thing is, like, I don't know if they were like, okay, well, how can they all get like murdered? So we have to take it to like a super extreme. And like, Jesus Christ, you went a little too far.
But
like,
then it doesn't work because you're like, fucking destroy these kids.
get them all. Get
Yeah.
every single one of them. Make that fat kid blend his hand. And then like make him live and then do it again. And then like, I don't know. Some of them I felt like kind of got away a little easier. Because that one guy just shot himself. But I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
come on, if that guy blended himself, like I think he didn't die right away. And that one girl drank poison.
Bleach.
Oh, yeah.
Bleach. And I was
Yeah.
like, that one guy shot himself. He got off easy. Like,
It's so weird because every time I think about it, I'm like, oh, it's pretty brutal. And then I immediately think like that person deserved it in
Yeah.
this movie.
it's Jesus Christ. It's basically just watching bullies get what's fucking coming to them. It's so weird.
I'll give it one thing though. I would give Unfriended, not to talk about Unfriended in the review for the Gallows, but Unfriended was fun because of that. Like halfway through the movie, I was like, "This sucks, this sucks, this sucks," and then they announced what it was, and I was like, "Just massacre these people."
Yeah,
And
you're like
actively was
rooting for
cheering
the ghost. Yeah.
And as much as that movie isn't good, and I haven't watched it since I went to go see it in theaters, that was fun. Whereas this one is just annoying.
Well, yeah, because I don't know, like if they made Ryan and his girlfriend likable characters,
And we're
they-
talking about the movie Ryan, okay? Not our Ryan. Ryan
if they
and
talk,
his girlfriend
yeah.
in real life, they're great people.
Wonderful.
yeah,
Amazing people.
But if they made them likable and made Reese likable, then you'd feel bad that they're having this bad thing happen. You'd feel bad that Reese is getting basically replaced for his dad to get killed. But since like they all kind of suck, and Reese just kind of seems like I don't know, he just seems like kind of fucking self-centered because like again he hangs out with the piece of shit main character or main character for most
He
part.
also barely has a personality.
He barely has a personality, except that he likes Pfeiffer. Also, her name is Pfeiffer, but when we first watched it, I thought it said Pfeiffer.
Well,
And
because the name starts with a P.
it's Phiefer.
Oh, it's PF.
PF? Go
Yeah.
fuck yourself. Fuck off. That's so stupid. It should be PH. What the fuck, PF? That's
Yeah.
so stupid. No, your name is fucking Pfeiffer.
Setting you up for failure.
Yeah. Failure. But like none of them are likable, and then you find out that Pfeiffer's in on it, and you're like, wow, she fucking sucks too. I don't know.
Terrible ending. too.
Terrible ending too. Also, so I don't think it's in my trivia, but apparently there was like a lot of like promotional stuff because they were talking about Charlie's kills in the movie. You know, like how many people does he kill? But they're saying technically it should be more because to promote the movie, they had like these weird like little short videos or these
Yeah.
like posters of him killing other random characters
Yeah.
that are not in the movie. So people are like, wait, who the fuck are those people? And I'm like, that's weird. Like they probably like, well, we don't want to show them him killing the characters because that way you don't know who lives or dies. And I'm like,
That's fair.
yeah, it's fair. But then I'm like, wait, but then it's also implying that he's like gonna kill a bunch of people, and he doesn't. He kills 5 people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he kills Ryan, girlfriend, Reese, and the 2 cops. So 5.
Does he kill the 2 cops or just the one? Oh, he does get the second
I
one.
think it's
'cause in
implied-
the second movie, he bags him.
Yeah, he bags him up nice and good. Also, it's funny because watching the second one, the subtitles, the name change, it said my name. That was fucking weird.
Yeah, it's scary.
I'm trying to think what else we can say about the first one.
Didn't they rent the YouTube homepage when advertising it? Because I specifically remember like a bunch
Did
of
they?
advertising.
They probably did.
That's expensive.
Hey guys, it turns out I was lying. The Charlie challenge was not. It didn't have anything to do with the Gallows.
Okay, this is an important correction. We don't want to give Gallows any credit.
You're fucking on the podcast. I swear to God. I'm saying on the goddamn podcast. You know how much fucking editing I have to do? You're being worse than Pfeiffer.
Just leave it in. The
All right.
audience.
Sorry,
needs to know.
There was a
censor.
technical difficulty. I don't know what happened there.
We don't censor
Apparently, it
ourselves.
does actually have to do with Mexican Ghost.
I'm gonna punch your head off. The fuck are you talking about?
Because remember when they were doing it in the second?
Sure, they did talk about Mexican ghosts.
Yeah.
Like,
They
what
were
was
like,
the pro-
why would a Mexican ghost be named Charlie? Turns out.
Well, from the hit movie Street Fighter, Charlie, Not Baraka.
Fuck.
Blanca. Charlie Blanca.
Barack Obama?
Don't you remember?
Yeah, Blanky's a green guy.
Yeah, but in the Street Fighter movie, the guy's name is
I didn't watch
Carlos
that shit.
Blanca, but Guile calls him Charlie.
I never watched it.
Fuck you.
I saw the trailer and I was like, oh,
It's fantastic. You're a hick.
Mm-mm.
My name's
I'll
Joe
see it
Fancy.
when I believe it.
Are we done talking about the Gallows?
Did you rate it yet?
Oh, I would
Yeah.
give it a fucking 3 because I also thought it was boring. I mean, you watch it your first. I think that's a movie you can watch one time and be done with it. Because
It
nothing.
was boring the first time too.
Yeah, but then you're done with it because watching it a second time, there's no scares.
Yeah.
There's nothing to like. Because like when you rewatch a horror movie, you're like, oh, that's right, this is the scene where this happens. Like you're like in the theme, you're like, oh, that's right, this is when this happens, and it's like exciting to watch it over and over again. The Gallows, there's nothing exciting because there's no excitement in the movie. There's like no cool scares. There's no cool anything. Like even the part where she's crying on the ground and he slowly fades in behind her. Like that part's really kind of lame. Like it's just kind of lame.
The movie's pretty cookie cutter too.
Yeah, it's
I feel like they could have just taken an ad lib of a movie and then just fill it in and then put their little character in it.
it's like if AI wrote a horror movie. Oh, sorry. The new mic we have is part of AI. I love you, AI microphone.
I love AI.
AI rug.
Oh,
I knew it. Yeah.
So I'm gonna read the
some trivia.
Yeah, so I got the trivia off of IMDb, and Josh mentioned this earlier, but for the opening scene featuring Charlie Grimmel's hanging, the filmmakers and actor Jesse Cross kept the sudden prop malfunction a secret from the rest of the cast. The crowd's reaction is their authentic response to what they believe to be an actual accident. I don't think that did anything for the movie.
I don't think it did either because if you had actors, it's not hard to run up to the front like you just watch somebody die.
Exactly. Like that's what I mean. Like there's no faces. So all it is body language, and all they had to do was tell people like, hey, when this kid's like having a bad time, run to the stage as if he's dying. Anyone could do that. My grandma could fucking do that. Like you don't need to like try to jump scare or like, I got an honest reaction out of these people in the audience.
To give some credit to them, I guess technically we didn't see what it would look like without that.
Christ,
And
this scene is bad.
the scene is fine.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't jump out, but it looks good. They all act it well, and I guess it is unique and a fun way to do it, but it doesn't add too much. It's like when people are like, "Oh, did you see that movie where they do a 2-minute long oneer where it's all one camera shot?" It's like I don't know. It's kind of like, "Oh yeah, cool." It doesn't really do anything for most movies.
That's true. I've seen a handful of movies try to do the one shot, and I'm like, this doesn't really.
There's some where it's cool and artistic, but then people started to do it because it was like a bragging thing. Anyway,
Yeah, because like, oh man, our actors are so good. Like, we did like a 3-minute one shot. I'm like, yeah, but all it was characters walking and doing stuff. Like,
so much harder for the actors too.
yeah, but I mean, like, I think when they do like one shot action scenes, that's crazy.
Hard boiled.
Yeah, like Hard Boiled or
Yeah.
like the Birdman movie.
Birdman.
With Michael Keaton. Like the whole thing's supposed to be technically one take, but there's actually like 5 obvious cuts. But to me, that stuff is kind of cool when it's used effectively, not just like, oh, we'll just have a character walk around the house. Oh, one big one shot. All right. Second piece of trivia, I just thought it was kind of interesting. Most of the film's budget came from people who had never invested in a film before and were local friends of the filmmakers in Central California. So
He
basically,
scammed them.
yeah, basically it was like the directors got.
How much did it make?
I don't fucking know. I didn't write that
I'm
down.
curious.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I feel like sometimes you should do this stuff because I don't care about the money parts. Or like, because I know I was thinking about it, about like putting down like how much these movies make. And then I was like, oh, I don't care about that. But I know other people do. I should put that stuff down.
Okay, wait. To be fair,
sorry.
well, not that it's a found footage. Okay,
All right, here we
so
go.
not a bad investment at all. Movie cost $100,000 to make. It probably costs a lot more to advertise, I assume, because that's a tiny budget. And if they did have the YouTube homepage at the time, it was super expensive. The movie grossed $22.7 million.
Holy shit.
So, smart investment by said investors.
Damn.
Well, that's only if
That's
Like-
pretty good.
he paid them for it.
You probably did.
Yeah, they seem like legit people. They just can't make movies.
Well, they made a sequel. They wouldn't have gotten funding to make a sequel. So those people probably made a good amount of money from it.
They better.
The actors performed their own stunts, and no major CGI was used in the film. I thought that was kind of interesting. In addition to handling several of the behind-the-scenes jobs themselves, both directors Chris Loughlin and Travis Clough appeared briefly on screen. One of them was a teacher. The other one, I think, was a student because he was like 18. But, I mean, obviously, they didn't have, like, Superman crew, so it makes sense that they were kind of doing stuff behind the scenes as well. I thought this one was interesting because in the original version of the movie, before being picked up by Blumhouse, there is a different actress who plays Ryan Shu's girlfriend. In the footage, she is referred to by the name Kennedy. Possibly she also used her real name like the other members of the main cast had, but her last name was never revealed. Cassie Gifford took over the role and used her real first name. No information on the original actress has yet to be revealed as of this writing, 5/24/2020.
That's interesting.
Yeah, basically, this movie was supposed to be of a different company, and then Blumhouse bought it. And with that, they rewrote some stuff and like recasted people. So I thought that was interesting because like I think it was Warner Bros. Originally. Or wait, no, does Warner Bros. Own Blumhouse?
No way, Warner Bros. I think Warner Bros. Is bigger than Blumhouse.
Blumhouse owns itself.
Okay, because yeah, I think Warner Bros. Was originally behind doing the Gallows.
What the fuck? This movie to me strikes me as indie.
Yeah, I'll have to double check
before
that.
It was picked up by Blumhouse. What I assume was probably done was they made the movie with their own local funding, which 100,000 is a lot of money, but that's not impossible for local.
Yeah,
and then they probably got a producer like Blumhouse to then invest and purchase in the distributing rights. I don't know what I'm talking about here, but this is what probably. And then through that, because they're now the producer, they make changes to the movie to try and make it more appealing for a general audience, and then go into marketing it. That's how a lot of like indie movies get sold nowadays at festivals, and so that's what I assume. Because it would be crazy if Warner Bros. Was like, "Yeah, let's make this $100,000 movie, The Gallows," and then it comes out like that, and like, oh shit, I guess we're gonna sell it for like.
Yeah, I gotta double check, but I could have sworn it said Warner Bros. Or something, crazy. Or maybe they like originally tried to give it to Warner Bros. And Warner Bros. Was like no, so then they went with Blumhouse. But I'll have to double check that. I didn't think it was super interesting. I just thought, yeah, I gotta double check that. The film's second theatrical trailer marketed the antagonist Charlie Grimmel as a potential horror icon, citing him and his signature weapon, the noose, to the likes of Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger. So basically, Charlie was supposed to be a new horror icon, and it's basically just
what slasher would he be equivalent to? Definitely not Voorhees.
Oh, absolutely not, and definitely not Freddy because there's no humor. Like there's no like, and his kills are just strangulation.
Lame, super lame.
Like to me, it comes off like oh shit, what am I thinking of? I almost want to say Michael Myers, but that's not right.
Michael Myers is way bigger.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like a horror icon is you make stuff in a way where it's like because what's iconic about him? He hung one kid. Oh, he's hung a second kid. And
the outfit stands out.
The outfit stands out, but it's a
like
hangman.
If you were to line them all up, like even just visually, I'm trying to think of like
he would be below Ghostface,
and he's not even close to the big ones. He's almost like I would almost want to say the like kid from Halloween or Trick or Treat, but I feel like much more people would get that.
Yeah, Sam. Yeah, my little guy over here. Yeah, no, he's like. He's below that, but you're right. That's where.
What about Baghdad from The Strangers?
I think he'd be close to The Strangers.
No,
I think
because people are going to get The Strangers before they see The Gallows, and like, well, maybe not.
We would have to think about this, where he would actually fall on the because, like, okay, I guess I think it'd be kind of cool to actually make a chart of like who's the most iconic slasher, and then move down to less.
I'd put him with Pumpkinhead.
How fucking dare you?
No one. I feel like
how
modern
dare you?
Nowadays time, like Pumpkinhead is a far better movie in terms of how it's made. But nowadays, if you were to show like a bunch of slashers, I feel like someone's gonna get the Gallows guy before they get Pumpkinhead. It hurts.
You might be right. Yeah. You know what we should do? We should like. Maybe Ryan would be a good judge of this. Like we have pictures, right? And we show him the pictures and like, can you tell us who this is? Like maybe we'll get Patrick, not Patrick, you're Patrick. Maybe we'll get Ryan and maybe we'll get like
No.
Maybe we'll get like Mallory and maybe we'll get Celeste and like just show them pictures and be like, can you name this slasher?
Yeah.
And if they can, and then show them the Gallo guy and be like,
Give him candy.
and give them
Yeah,
candy.
You know, like
Yeah.
Skittles.
No, I'll give Mallory people's elbow. She doesn't know fucking
Just
pumpkin head
one
is.
Skittle for each one to get right.
Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, Patrick's gonna love this.
I love it.
The trailer features a cover of Nirvana's "Smells Like Teen Spirit," sung by Think Up Anger. However, the studio had such a hard time getting the rights to use it that they considered recording a creepy horror cover of Alice Cooper's "School's Out for Summer" as a backup plan if the rights were not granted by the trailer's production schedule. However, Kurt Cobain's estate was so impressed with footage of the film that they
What?
happily granted the studio permission to use the song with their blessing.
That's insane.
Yeah. So you hate that cover, right? You do, because they also played it in the Black Widow movie, and you're like,
Yeah.
God fucking damn it. But yeah,
Oh.
apparently they were so impressed with the footage that they're like, oh yeah, you can use
That's
the cover.
crazy.
And I'm like, I don't. And the thing is like watching the trailer, I'm like, wow, this actually like, I don't know. The trailer, of course, only shows good parts. And when I first saw the trailer, I was like, I can kind of get behind this. A slasher horror thing inside a school. Sure, I can get behind that. And then I watched the movie. I was like, wow, this could be. You know what this is? This is one of those fucking movies I watched that I think could be 40 minutes long and be fine.
Yeah, it could be far shorter and then more entertaining.
And much more entertaining because it's more fast paced.
Mhm.
Like, I've never thought of that until just now that movie has like an hour of nothing, and you could shorten it to 30 to 40 minutes.
Wouldn't have made money.
Oh, fuck
This
my
movie made money.
fuck my
Yeah.
bro. That's true. Damn it! I just don't get it.
It's
Like,
crazy. This movie's an enigma.
you know, it's funny. There is a movie on the movie graveyard list that neither one of you guys have seen, but I bought it on a whim, and it's one of the fucking lamest movies I've ever seen.
Sure, you've showed me some pretty lame movies. Remember Night Ride?
Oh my god. Oh my
I
god.
forgot about that.
No, because
What?
it was funny.
No.
It's right there. Night Drive.
Fuck that.
I almost wrote it down, but I couldn't remember what it was. Is that the one with the two people stuck in the car?
I don't know how many. No, they were in a car at the beginning, and then you think it's like a crocodile monster, but it's actually some like shaman guy.
What
that's,
the
like, runs
fuck?
around. And then they're in a car at the beginning, but I don't think they're in a car the rest of the movie. Do not put Night Drive on there. You
Trust
fucker.
me, man.
I
If
don't
Monsters in the Woods is on here, then Night
Yeah,
Drive
but
is
it's
the
the-
least of your concerns.
Here's the thing, Josh. I don't remember Night Drive.
That's because it's awful.
Well, you gotta watch it. What do you think the movie Graveyard's about? Anywho, before you tell me any more stuff. So actually
Spoilers.
this fact right here I thought was actually very, very interesting because originally the movie was titled Stage Fright, the name of two separate slasher horror movies, one in 1987 and the other one in 2014, that bore a mass killer picking off teenage students attempting to revive a theater production.
Oh,
would,
really?
would it surprise either one of you that I have seen the 1987 Stage Fright?
Is it better?
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds more fun.
Which is funny because it's one of the inspirations for Hostilius.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's a psychopath sneaks into like a play that's happening, and he dresses up like the creature of the play and starts taking off all the fucking actors and stuff. It's really fucking good. But then when I found out that it was going to be called Stage Fright, we literally talked about this before starting the recording, that horror movies just reuse the same titles over and over and over again. And I'm kind of happy they didn't try to use the same fucking title. Don't touch that.
What?
Don't touch that. I'm talking to my...
Oh,
I'm
man,
talking,
I thought you were talking to me.
Josh,
I didn't touch anything.
make a Gallows 3.
I think the Gallows is a fine name. Stage Fright's a good name too.
That is true. It does kind of work because Reese was trying to get out of being in the play, but you also could have called it like fuckwits, get it, or don't, I don't know, have safety, no safety guaranteed.
I think it's funny how Ryan was telling Reese to call out
Like
just like his
something about
dad
Ryan.
did.
Yeah, that is funny. I wonder if that was. I mean, pretty sure. Also, I didn't write down this piece of trivia because I don't think it's actually very fucking good. But the death of Ryan and the death of Cassidy are foreshadowed earlier because he fucks around with the ropes and then she's like taking a selfie and she like touches her neck and everything. That's supposed to be foreshadowing to the scene later when she's like looking at herself in the mirror. I mean, looking at herself in the camera.
Yeah, but how else were they going to die? Not being hanged by the neck?
Yeah, I don't know.
By a rope? Whoa.
I think it's cool. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it is a noose slasher guy. So, like, what else is he going to do other than hang? But I feel like they could have done more creative ways for him to.
like he could have lassoed the noose around their neck and just started swinging them around.
I
until they
think-
died.
Just the G-force.
I think if they went more cheesy, like more campy, like 80s slasher, I think it would have been better, in my personal opinion. This film received resounding negative reviews.
Yeah.
With Rotten Tomatoes scoring it only 14% out of 100.
had 15 when I looked.
Well, it went down because I don't know. I voted. I didn't think
Pretty
15
good.
was good enough.
Wait, when did you look?
Just now.
Oh, really?
So then it went up 1%.
Yeah,
Oh.
this is out of date.
Well, it's fucking trivia for a fucking movie. Also, this is basically all like I didn't take like maybe 5 things of trivia. It's like there's like barely any trivia for these movies. The first killing happens when a light flickers. From then on, a light will flicker or an object will wobble when a scene with a killing is about to happen or is happening. For
hate
example,
that.
the stage rigging ropes wobble.
I don't like that shit because then I feel like with horror movies and especially kills, if you can see the kill coming, it kind of ruins it.
Yes. Because like
Kinda.
for instance, have you ever seen The Departed?
No.
Have you seen The Departed?
Yeah,
So in The Departed,
better than you.
before every character dies, there is an X somewhere on scene. Like someone walks by and there's like an X in the wallpaper, or someone's walking and the floor pattern of the carpet is like X's or something, and that is like a hint that the next person's gonna get X'd out because it's a gangster movie. And I think that's kind of interesting because when you first watch it, you don't know that. You're just like, oh, whatever, I'm watching a movie. Nobody pays attention to fucking X's. But I also agree that like in horror movies, it's always good to not know when a kill's happening unless it's going to be like a very obvious, like, oh, this guy's about to get fucking lopped in half. But if it's supposed to be like jump scare death, then I shouldn't
Exactly.
fucking know what's about to happen.
Yeah, because then the jump scare doesn't work.
Well, because for sometimes I bet you guys have noticed this because they recently did it without spoiling it. They did it in the Deadpool movie. When a character is about to die, the camera zooms out and it goes to one certain distance from the character, and then they like get chopped in half, or something flies through the room and hits them, or they explode. For instance, the guy who gets his skin popped off, the camera zooms out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something I've noticed in a lot of horror movies where it's like, someone's talking, and then all of a sudden it goes, "Eek," and it zooms out. Or the next time it guts that person, like, what's happening? And then a car hits them. Or it's like, okay, obviously you're about to get fucking obliterated.
Yeah, it's got to get a good view at it.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah. But I'm like, but wouldn't it be kind of interesting?
Why
If,
don't
like,
you do that, Josh?
We'll get hit by a car.
Yeah, just die, Josh. Shit. What the fuck is wrong with you,
What were you
man?
talking about?
Just like zoom
Nothing,
out before
zoom out.
something.
it's all
Jesus, where are you right now? Do you know us?
He's thinking
Who
about
are you people?
thinking about the Gallows.
I think I was thinking about Final Destination.
That makes sense.
All right. Anyway,
The last fact is just the original Gallows play was in 1993, and the locker that the phone was locked in is locker 93. I thought that was interesting because that's the year I was born, and I was like, oh, 93, that's kind of fun.
5 out of 10.
was it fun to watch?
No, not really. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we forgot to say. So Charlie, I guess, is Piefer's dad, but he
Yeah.
died in '93, and this movie takes place in 2013. So is she like 20 or 19 years old?
Yeah, it's
Come on,
it's kind of
guys.
confusing.
Yeah, because he has the girlfriend, and I think it's implied that she was pregnant when he died. She was born right after, but then, and again, this is one of those moments where I'm like, I don't know if I missed a line of dialogue where someone found out that she was like held back a year, or they lied about her age so that way she can be in the same year as fucking Reese. But also, couldn't she just kill him when he was like a freshman? Well, no, because she would still be too old. Couldn't she just kill him at any fucking time? Why did they? Well, it's because they're crazy and they had to wait for it. But yeah, so the at the end of the movie, you find out one of the girls in the group of characters is actually the daughter somehow of Charlie, because his girlfriend is running around. But again, Charlie was in high school, probably at most 18 years old, at most, if he was a senior.
Yeah.
But then that means, again, she's like somewhere 19 to 20 years old.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Turkey baster.
Oh my God. What, like,
She froze the seam and then turkey basted it.
oh, maybe. That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it is. She probably got that idea from Don't Breathe.
Nice. So I think we can talk about the Gallows too, because I think the longest an episode can be is an hour and a half. I think Lightworks can only edit that much and then cuts off basically everything else. So I think because it's 44 minutes now, do you think we can talk about the Gallows too?
Might be better to put them in two separate.
Yeah, we'll just do two separate. Is that okay, Patrick? You're sweating in the eyes and you're looking.
You're sweating like a pig,
Well, it
boy.
depends.
I think we might have more. I don't know. Probably. Do you have a lot to say about the second one?
I don't know. It'd probably be about the same I said as the other one.
Okay.
Honestly, we've discovered some fun things with the second one.
Do you have a lot to say about the second one?
I mean, I guess we can do a second episode for it.
All right. Well, this was episode 3, The Gallows 1.
So funny.
Oh, I was like, what did I say? It's so funny, Josh. What am I looking like a clown?
Everything I'm saying is
my titty shook. But yeah, that was episode 3. That was The Gallows. I've been one of your hosts, Blake. Next to me is
I've been one of your hosts, Josh.
I've been your third host, Patrick, and Ryan can't make it, but Ryan's a great guy. He's not the same Ryan.
It's not the same Ryan.
He's not the same Ryan from the movie.
he is the same Ryan. He got gallowed.
Shit.
I don't know how to. I didn't know how to tell you guys this, so I thought I could put the movie on and that would explain what happened to him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he got gallowed.
I'm so
LA.
sorry, Ryan.
He put the L.A. in gallowed.
Then who's in New Jersey?
Why are we doxing him?
Doxing?
Yeah, that's where you like give up their location.
Well, we're not giving like the entire address,
Yeah.
which is exactly.
It's not his exact location.
I mean, we live in Washington State, so what are you gonna do now, huh?
I don't live.
Dox
in
ourselves?
There's a red laser on you, Doc. Stay tuned for the next episode.